I think the most important thing we all can do as a society and as human being species is just not look at each other as separate and not look at each other as division and as, like ego battle, like back and forth, and we can just like look at to where we just all have different perspectives and we can all learn from different perspectives, and even our belief systems and the way we I guess look at life, because there's different realms of thought, there's different dimensions, and we are multidimensional beings, we are spiritual beings, and we can access different forms of thought, different realms of thought. And I don't know if that sounds woohoo to everyone who's like religious, but like this is, spirituality is for like people who've already been through hell, and like, we know what like we know what it's like, and we want to share it to the world. And you learn how to cope with grief in forms of chaos, and then you transmute that into love, if that makes sense. And then once you do that, you get to learn how to transmute that malicious negative energy from others, and then you can kind of alchemize it in a way to where you're exerting love instead of anger or wrath or hatred. And with that, I feel like we can always learn with different other point of views, and we don't always have to be going having an ego tug of war of whose beliefs is better and whose thought system is more coherent and more it's not all that, because my ancestors knew that, like, in back then there was no hierarchies, we all looked at each other as equal. And I think if we can all look at it that way in reality today, then there wouldn't be so much chaos as fed in this realm. So yeah, everyone have a beautiful day. It is beautiful out here. We got the sun and nature and crystals. Yes.